Hey guys, welcome back to Max Cards for Unification. Today we start with the coverage of the UGA Season 2 upper bracket or winners round of 8. You see here in the bracket that the first of the 4 matches we have here is Number versus Odourless. Yeah, Number is, as you have heard and maybe already know yourself, the favorite for the whole tournament. So he's also the favorite in this match today, although there are a number of games Odourless won already against Number, so it's not as clear cut as you might think. So I'm expecting not a clear 3-0 here. I'm expecting some 3-1 or 3-2, and if Odourless has a good run, even maybe Odourless can take this here. So it's going to be interesting. You see the draft over here. Odourless banned Necrons, Tyranids and Witch Hunters. Necrons and Tyranids are Number factions. Witch Hunters, I am not completely sure, but it's the last ban. Maybe here has already picked a lot of the stuff already. Number then banned Fallen Angels, Salamanders and Sisters of Battle. He knows that Odourless also likes Fallen Angels and some of the pretty strong openers they can go for with it. Salamanders and Sisters of Battle. I know that Odourless has played Sisters of Battle numerous times. Salamanders, I'm not sure actually. Interestingly enough, Farsight Enclave still remains in the pool. Odourless picks, that's interesting, Orcs first, Space Marines, Raven Guard, Imperial Fists, Elder and Death Guard. So Dark Angels he cannot pick because Number has picked it. So the picks for Number is Dark Angels, Emperor's Turtle, Mechanicus, Night Lords, Inari and Chaos Marines. I like that Number actually first picks, he has the first pick, Dark Angels. So that's the signature faction of Odourless. So he picks it so that he cannot pick it, and then vice versa. Odourless picks Orcs because Orcs as a faction Number really likes to play. But yeah, overall, looking through the picks, I find it interesting to see actually like Imperial Fists. They haven't been touched in the whole tournament so far. So Odourless picks them. Raven Guard he can, I know, play, and Space Marines he has picked before as well. And yeah, Death Guard, Orcs and Elder I haven't seen from him, to be honest. And Imperial Fists I haven't seen in ages. For Number, he has some signature picks of his, which is Emperor's Children, Night Lords and Chaos Marines. I think we have seen his Inari in the show match. I think in the show match against KPI he picked Inari as well. His Dark Angels I haven't seen, I think, and his Mechanicus at least I cannot remember. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting match because the some signature faction and some other factions. And yeah, you see it in the picks and probably have seen it in the bracket also. It is a best of 5 now. I think all matches from now on will be best of 5s. So yeah, up to 5 games. So the video is gonna be a little bit longer, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. I gotta say. First map in the winners round of 8 is gonna be Fata Morga. So see you over there. And here we are in the sands of the first map, Fata Morga. On the northern side, playing Space Marines, we have Odourless. On the southern side, playing Inari, we have Number. And let's wait for Ephraim to tell a little prophecy here.
No more time for Wraithbone to be spun. From decisive moments the war is won. They enjoy the fight, kill till it's done. Paint armor bloody with life that is won. Thus ends the prophecy.
Okay, the first thing I noticed is only one Storm Guardian, so I think he will go to two warriors and only one Guardian here. Yeah, we see 2 warriors and a generator. So he goes for the most people go for like the warriors. We see one scout over here to actually scout. The name of the scout is actually true this time. He goes for Assault Marines, it looks like. And yeah, I do not like this. The scouts can scout, but it's that's the problem with Dawn of War in general. You cannot really scout because it is too expensive. All this time he was walking over here, he could have kept already 1 or 2 points. So this is going to be interesting. Whoa, wait. Assault Marines? Is this the special thing I posted at one point? Where you go Assault Marines and Force Commander with Plasma Pistol. So you go for the Plasma Pistol, get 2 Assault Marine squads. Like if this is built, you start the next one and then you delete the armory. Second Assault Marine? No? Okay, he does just in time, and then at some point you can add later the Force Commander with the Plasma Pistol. So this is an interesting opener I shared the other day. You can look up the build order overview in my channel. It's called Maxcellent Build Orders. And there's one build order for Space Marines, which is exactly what you see over here. It's 2 Assault Marines into Force Commander. Yeah, and the biggest problem with what Odourless did was that he sent over his scouts, and now also a little miss micro on these lads over here will cost their life maybe, or getting a little blocked on the servitors, but they are still alive. So yeah, we see over here he can harass with one and defend with the other, so he has enough squads actually to fight this. The big problem is that he is really behind the capping game. We have 44 to 0 and 62 and 10. You see he is clearly behind in the capping game because of his early scout with the scouts. So yeah, you cannot scout really in at least that early. You can use your scouts or anything to scout if you want to see what the enemy is doing. Do not use a squad like the scouts. Do build an extra servitor and send him over, because yes, it is expensive to have an extra servitor out, but you will not get behind in the capping game, and a servitor is still way cheaper than the scouts would. Scouts I think cost 100 requisition, and servitors like 50, 40, 45, 60, something in those lines. And yeah, you can make use of him later, even if he's scouted, and then he can come back and build stuff. So yeah, that's about that. We have now 3 squads of warriors. He does not reinforce them more than the 3. Maybe he had reinforced them once. I think he could build 1 more. Actually, if he really wants to, or can give them more units. Is he getting the soul armory? No, he's getting more generators. So he's about to get to tier 2, I think. Odourless has no generators yet. It's more or less, yeah, it's a genless opener, so that's why you delete the army, so you have enough power then to get a force command, even if you got a plasma pistol. So this is a very aggressive tier 1 opening, so you want to make some damage, and if you do not do any damage, it's gonna be harsh. Okay, soul thingy got used on a unit because he was not expecting to see a force commander over here. The force commander with this very black armor with the his signature turquoise teal color, I really like it, is coming in, getting some shots with the plasma pistol. So you see 1 warrior going down, and they are getting a little sandwich over here. If he has 1 more jump left, he could jump over here and cut off their retreat path. And yeah, there comes in the LP2 the rain getting focused over here. She is relatively frail for what she is, even adding some Space Marines now, so he goes for the tier 1 all-in variant of it. I normally would suggest that you get a generator or 2 now and get to tier 2 and get some vehicles probably, or like 3 kings also is a way to go. You would normally now not build the armory here, so you could go for the 3 kings opener with the plasma pistols. That's a good workaround, or yeah, some vehicles, land speeders or land speeder tempest, because for those you do not need the armory. Okay, enough of that. We see that 1 warrior it's good microed by number, apart from this squad over here. 1 squad is always firing, and yeah, he is losing some models. They are sandwiched in between the generators, so this is, yeah, there are no full surrounds in Dawn of War like you have in Warcraft 3, but yeah, getting lost in the buildings over here is really painful. So he loses some units But yeah, the Force Commander getting whittled down by Ivrain's abilities. Ivrain needs to be microed away or she will die. And she dies actually. Okay, so there's some miss micros by Number, I have to say. Some uncharacteristic miss micros. He lost the warrior squad, I think, and has lost Ivrain, and yeah, there's still a lot of force commanders. Still a lot of assault marines over here. The soul armory is not finished yet, but I think he still has the economy advantage overall. There's some space marines trying to bash this listening posts over here. The warriors running into the safety of this LP2. So yeah, getting LP2s is probably what he is all about. Running around in an LP2. There's okay, he is tier 2. Okay, now it comes to the witches, and Odourless is nowhere in the vicinity of tier 2. He has just built his first generator over here somewhere, and there will be some witches now. Witches, yeah, will end this here very quickly because they can challenge these assault marines in melee, even breaking the morale. They can use their drugs as well if they get some problems. So I think another squad of witches and this is all over. Yeah, he has still 1, 2. Is there another warrior still alive? He's pop capped 9. 2 warriors of 4. No, there needs to be another warrior somewhere, or it's yeah, these Storm Guardians, that's why. So he needs to get a web brigade, and there are still a lot of marines in his base. He's fighting valiantly, but the tech disadvantage should in the end, yeah, pay for it. The armory still not up here, almost finished, but still not more of these poor bone singers getting killed. Yeah, but all the time Odourless is standing into the fire of 2 LP2s and he's not getting any economy damage. However, he's whittling down the army pretty well. There's 1 warrior squad going down here. Yes, 1 warrior squad going down, but there's 2 witch squads now. The space marine squad over here getting completely minced by the combined fire. Soul armory finally is finished now. The armor upgrade is on the way. Scout marines, I don't know how the scout marine ended up here, and there's the assault marines, and now needing to run away or jump away, that is. And yeah, he actually killed the listening post over here. Now trying to kill the warriors over here, but I'm not sure. There's even more and more space marines. There's all space marines, Max. The assault marines getting down. So is he actually on the way to tier 2 now? He is. There's a lot of power, however, built up for Number, so he could upgrade his listening post. He's getting the upgrade over here. Yes, he should have a lot of souls, so maybe he could use the power boost soul ability. You have 2 abilities, one on your listening post, one on your generators that lets you boost your economy for a short amount of time. So that would be an idea, because the requisition boost, I was saying, he could use, not the power boost, obviously. Getting now swooping. Oh no, these are now. He could now go for the, what I called again, melee units over here. It looks like he killed a generator. These are getting knocked back. Sometimes they get knocked back if a generator is killed. I think it's 25% time. He actually has now finished the web-based support portal, so I think with the Craft World add-on he now will get Swooping Hawks, which he normally likes to do. Yeah, Swooping Hawks are now on the way. On the other side, he's now already killed a generator, now killing a listening post. Could kill the armory or just go for the next listening post. Tier 2 is now finished as we see it here. So the question, however, is what can he go in tier 2? He could go for a chaplain. Okay, for machine cult it is. But Swooping Hawks are already on the way, and Swooping Hawks are good against basically everything. The unit card doesn't state it, but yeah, it's basically good against everything. Second, armor upgrade as well. So we see the health isn't as frail as it used to be. Also the witches with 8k HP with the 2 armor upgrades. Jesus Christ! So you're not getting them down easily. What is he going for now? The second upgrade, you can get the second upgrade if you have the web-based support portal, similar to how it is for Elder, so you can get into 2 both upgrades. He kept this point, now getting the armory, the assault marines coming in, So yeah, I kind of dislike that he added the armory. This build is all about skipping the armory altogether. You can get the land speed or tempest even without armory. You cannot get frag or crack missile launchers, however, without the armory. So land speeders are a good option, or as I said, yeah, like the Three Kings is pretty good with the sacred artifact, and then the what shall I call it? The honor guard and stuff, but honor guard without actors. Yeah, whatever. It's a kind of weird build, anyways. So yeah, this is now over. It was a well-earned effort. I mean, with the soul armor, he could now get the shadow rifles or dark matter blasters, which would help him against these aircraft. For now, okay, there comes in the swooping hawks. You see, pew pew pew. They are not amazing against vehicles, but they're at least doing some. And wow. 3 squads of swooping hawks, 2 squad of witches, and some warriors. He has committed to the infantry hard. All he could do now would be adding some vehicles, some venoms he could add, or even a Talos for some melee, or against these flying lads over here, maybe a war walker or 2. He's not adding any vehicles, however. He would go tier 3 probably because, okay, actually with the resources, not with the souls. I thought he lost so many souls he could upgrade. You can also tier up with souls, like 20 souls for tier 2, 30 and 40 for the higher ups. There's the drugs being used. GG is called by Odourless. It was a very interesting opener, a little mistake with the scout, but in general very well played. He hold in tight, did hold tight against a number here. I think an earlier tier 2 and not another squad of Space Marines would have been better, but yeah, hindsight 2020, he wanted to be aggressive in tier 1 and wanted to, yeah, be an absolute, tier 1 all-in grind of the build. Adding now even, yeah, the craft world add-on, so he is now adding warwalkers, I guess. Okay, just getting all add-ons because he can. More generators, yeah, so tier 3 is almost finished, so maybe if Odourless stays in long enough, he will, will get stuff. And there it is. Sometimes the Steam doesn't recognize if a player has left or not. So it is now 1-0 for number in the first match over here. Interesting factions: Space Marines versus Inari. Haven't seen that a whole lot of times. Looking at these lasers and which is very nice. So yeah, it's a 1-0. Let's see if number gets more ahead in the second game, or if Odourless gets a 1-1 on the scoreboard. And here we are in the second match, in the second map, which is deadly fun Archeology. On the left side, playing Siege Marines, I'm calling them Imperial Fist Siege Vanguard. It is Odourless. On the right side, playing Adeptus Mechanicus Explorators, we have Number6567. This is going to be interesting, because I do not think, or at least I do not remember a game of AdMech I've seen from Number, and I haven't seen a whole lot of Imperial Fists these days. He's gone for the Thunderfire Cannon opener, it looks like, with the armory. Thing is, he hasn't added a generator yet. Normally you want to add a generator, I think. Yeah, there you go. And 2 Siege Marines and another Tech Marine. There's already 2 his Paspits on the way. So these Siege Marines normally would smoke these lads like there's no tomorrow, but the armor class has been adjusted, so they are more support. You want to have something else to fight, or yeah, you see they will actually die. They have this defensive shields and stuff, but their Paspits are no joke. You're using the ability on them, the power ability. Not sure if it's actually that good against the power cutter, I think it's called, against infantry. I think it's more meant to cut down armor targets. Are they heavy infantry? They're just infantry, so clearly this is not meant to be. The Tech Marines is this big thing over here. Is he getting a flamer on them? No, he could go for a flamer actually. Now getting a heavy boulder turret in the middle of the map. The range of these heavy boulder turrets is longer than the normal ones. He has the 3 Tech Marines now, so he's going for a turret rush, it seems. Maybe even with a Thunderfire Cannon. At least this was his initial idea, I would assume. One siege marine here. Okay, it's now 2, has a body now. And you will not cut down through these tech marines in tier 1 that easily. So the heavy bolter turret is up. The Maker's Explorator could come in and stun the building, the turret for a while. But what does it use you if you only can stun it, but it can be repaired back up pretty easily by these command armor tech marines. So this early skirmish first was more going in the way of number, and then it started and then it basically backfired and did go the way to Odourless. We stick here with the view so we can see if he's actually reinforcing, fortifying his listening post or not, so we get a little notification over here, so that can be useful. And there comes the first TFC. Come on. There you go. First TFC here, and the TFC got reworked from a one hit, one kill kind of thing to this artillery projectile, which some people said it's absolutely useless now, and other people say it is absolutely bonkers now. So believe what you like. You could also get like the plasma pistols. I do not think he has it. He has the plasma cutter, but he can get plasma pistols on these lads as well. Has the flamer. So I would highly recommend adding some plasma pistols on these tech marines. They are pretty dope. So, and with this opener more or less mandatory. He is, however, now more or less cornered in his base. Number is doing a good job of keeping him away from his points over here. This Tarantula turret is standing over here, getting actually quite some damage on the Thunderfire cannon. This turret is also pretty strong for the AdMech, getting repaired as well. And yeah, he's doing the right thing. We have seen a similar aggressive game of Mela against Yao Shen, where Yao Shen fall for the trap and stayed here and didn't move out here and only attacked where AdMech was strongest. Odourless is doing what I suggested Yao Shen is doing to get around the map. The difference is, however, that Number is not Mela and actually is getting his points on the map. Now the Thunderfire Cannon is trying to focus on the infantry for the most part, because they are good against infantry, not so good against vehicles. He now getting the fortified position add-on. He should have gotten it a little earlier if possible, because it will enable plasma las cannons. So he needs to get close with these tech marines. Okay, they now retargeting to these Thunderfire cannons, and this is gonna be a heck of a game. We see fights all over here. We have the Thunderfire cannons against the turret and the listening post over here. We have now here 2 siege marines and tech marines coming over against this listening post. He gets the first plasma add-on, plasma generator add-on lost. The tech marine is getting rebuilt. Some flamers getting in here, and still no plasma pistol researched. That's basically the only misplay, I would say, is here from Odourless. Getting a plasma pistols with this build would be absolutely bonkers on these tech marines. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Hispaspids, so it's the 4 Hispaspids tier 1 play, and yeah, this is a lot of infantry. Yes, I mean the Thunderfire cannons will deal with this infantry. The one is, how much HP this is? Literally 1 HP! So this was completely calculated by Odourless, I assume. No luck involved. He's losing both siege marines now. He has no infantry left. He's like 0 and 0. He has only Thunderfire cannons, turrets, and tech marines. And the economy. I dare to look at it. 70 and this is hurting to see. Because yeah, it's really dire for Odourless here. He wants to get another siege marine. Actually, he wants to add the Hand of Dawn and get some regular marines out, I guess. Or he tries to get to tier 2 and get vehicles out. Also a possibility. Either way, he needs to get his points. He has the lowest economy ever on 6.5 minutes. I think he is or has. No, he has not fortified his system post over here. He should clearly fortify all his points to make at least up for the lack of economy a bit. The fortify is relatively cheap. He could fortify 1 point now actually, and even fortify his generator a bit more to make up for the lack of map control. You can make up for a bit of lack of map control with upgrading listening posts. You see that from factions that play defensively like Tau Empire or Imperial Guard. If they do not have all their points, they at least upgrade the points they have. Yeah, but he needs to make sure he gets his point. As I said, a plasma pistol upgrade would go a long way here. Parental turret being dropped in here, which is kind of questionable, but he has now all the Spaspids in the world actually focusing down the Thunderfire cannons because it's unsupported, but those, yeah, they can fire in, and there's a lot of Spaspids flying around, but it's mostly support. Yes, it's big disruption and some damage, but you probably will not kill units with it anymore, or not as easily. You rely on some turrets, I guess. I mean, he could also place a turret over here or over here to help him in his advance. Still, a lot of resources is piled up, and now getting tier 2. Tier 2 is finished for Number getting the Carapace armor, which is, I think it increases their HP by quite a bit. Not sure about armor class. HP. Improved armor kits. Increases HP and durability. Let's quickly check. They have, this squad has 1.2k health. Let's see if the upgrade hits. It doubles the HP. Holy shit. That's something I didn't know. It doubles the HP of these lads. So these are now really tanky. All of a sudden. Okay, this might need to... I didn't know it doubles the HP. Jesus Christ. AdMac never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, Odourless sees the position he is in, and now, yeah, not fortifies, he forfeits. Sounds same difference, I guess. So yeah, it's now a 2-0 actually for Number. So this game was interesting. So we now saw how good his Spaspids are. We saw some Thunderfire cannons, some adjusted Thunderfire cannons, and now even some Assault Marines going into melee against these Skitarii. Maybe it's again one of these points that he already left, but Steam is not recognizing it, so we get some nice fighting scenes, at least after all. Yeah, they just standing here doing nothing because, yeah, I think this, yeah. She's repairing herself, something also that AdMac can do. Yeah, maybe the Spaspids armor upgrade is a bit too strong. It's really expensive and increases the build time, build costs of these Skitarii by quite a lot, but still doubling the HP. Wow. Anyways, 2-0 for Number it is now, so let's see if Odourless can make a little comeback here, or it's gonna be a 3-0 against his opponent. We will see in the next map. And here we are on the third map on Shrine of Excellion. On the southern side, playing Chaos Marines, we have Number6567. On the northern side, playing Raven Guard, we have Odourless. Odourless goes for 2 scouts and Tech Marine Artificer into Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest? Crow? Tell me in the comments how it's pronounced, please. And a generator. So it's a, how should I say, economy-based opener. He probably goes for the captain now and calls it a day. Tries to cap the map with his 2 scouts for now. Not sure why you go for the builder, second builder. Probably to build up his point pretty easily over here. And is it the captain? It is the captain. On the other side we have the 3 cultists into Chaos Marines. Okay, I was thinking 3 cultists into Chaos Lord. But he's a genless gaming still. So yeah, okay. He goes for even the Chaos Marines and then the Chaos Lord. So he goes for a lot of capping units on this map where you have a lot of points. You have 5 points on your base and the 2 contested relics. So fast map control is key. And you see both players going for the outer points first, at least one. He actually goes with this scouts to the back point, which I find weird. So he forfeits basically the whole right side. And you see Number actually getting lucky here and also getting the movement over there. He could actually cap a point, or even at one point he could cap this point pretty much. The decap is being done by the scouts, but then they need to run away because there are some angry marines coming in. Not the angry marines, chaos marines. Like, who dies today? With one of the best lines, I have to say. They're getting actually in the way of capping this point, but there's a brother captain getting pot shots on this cultist, but cultists are cheap. It only costs you 20 requisition, so you can do this quite well. There's a Chaos Lord now hitting the field. Chaos Marines coming in, just ignoring the first listening post, I suppose, and will go for the second point over here. So there's very low economy on both sides, 44 and 0 and 44 and 15. Now 50 and 0. 56, okay, as we speak it increases. Of course the generator benefits is on the side of Odourless, and I have seen it or said it before. You can play Raven Guard a little bit more economy boom-ish because you have 15 power income, so you basically can upgrade all your points you have already. I mean, yeah, the one in the back point in the back probably not, because it's not as in danger, but every point you conquer you can try to upgrade immediately. There's a poor heretic getting downed, so he cannot build up the listening post. Next heretic is on the way. One heretic over here is dancing this listening post to live cultists on both sides, capping now the relics. These Chaos Marines actually getting also the decap, so he's playing this economy game quite well. Now even trying to kill these scouts, so they cannot cap this point and now can run away. So this very nice little things happening left, right and center. A second squad of Chaos Marines is now out. He has lost only one squad of cultists. Yeah. Two squad of cultists still around, 2 Chaos Marines and a Chaos Lord. Now adding the first generator, 3.5 minutes in, so he has a lot of presence with all the different squads over here. But there's an upgraded listening post already over here, but the listening post on the right side is not here, and we have all the listening posts up for numbers, so we have 86 and 0 and 74 and 15, so it's not as big of a difference. A lot of Chaos Marines dying here because there's the captain going into melee. He doesn't care about heavy cover. You do not get any melee damage resistance in the heavy cover, it's only range damage resistance. And morale damage resistance, so morale is actually working, I think, in melee as well. These guys now sprinting out of the waypoint, getting captured here. Will they get the listening post up? I think so, because there's the cultists just running into their own demise, I guess. And the captain over here eating a lot of damage from the Chaos Lord over here, so he has to slow on his he got in the slow of 1, so he can slow him every attack, but now he's finally broken free. The scouts need to run away, which they do. Space Marines against 2 squads of Chaos Space Marines will not win. There's the support fire from the Tech Marine Artificers, however. Even Colt is trying to get something done here, but yeah, need to run away. The Chaos Lord will now eat some damage on his way out. Will getting a 1 hit or 2 on these Space Marines. Our next Space Marine squad is being added, so this is a whole big tier 1 aggression over here. Tech Marine Artificers getting focused, but those have commander armor, they do, so they're not going down easily. And yeah, when the dust settles, the point is done, the point is built up, armory is on the way, armory is done for Chaos Marines, getting out the plasma pistols, probably also the aspiring champions soonish. There you go, and then you have a whole lot of plasma pistols heading your way. Colt is here still being a nuisance. Actually, he has the point in the middle, so he has to counter ticking, whatever that's worth, at least more income. So he has 110 and 20 and against 92 and 15. He gets now the Vanguard veterans. He's tier 2 already. Wow, he now adding the Vanguard veterans. They could make a big difference, but he's now actually engaging beforehand and into a lot of plasma pistols, losing a lot of more Scouts Marines going down. It's the brother captain. The brother captain is still alive. There will be a lot of dead Marines on the way, and now only the Vanguard veterans are on the way. So this a little misstep before the Vanguard veterans were out, and now you have lost a lot of units. I think he should put the Vanguard veterans right here, right now. He's adding now the more Dathan, which are really good, but yeah, now comes the Vanguard veterans in, and there's also the supported fire of this listening post. Vanguard veterans, as I said, jumping in. These Marines need to close in, which they do. So this is gonna be, yeah, they're getting into the paths of these Chaos Marines, and more damage is being done. They do not have their Purge the Weak upgrade yet because they are not here too, so they are still very frail in the terms of HP. So yeah, the Space Marines need to run after them, and yeah, do not stop. Vanguard veterans are following suit, the sniper units coming in, and yeah, there was a lot of dead Space Marines, I have to say. This jump is very optimistic, so as the Chaos Lord just decides to go into melee, this captain will go down pretty easily. I think he has only one jump and not two, so if he decides to go in here, he could make a big difference. We have also the plasma pistols research, sergeants being added, and this is gonna be a fierce firefight. The captain is still alive, and oh, he will actually win the fight here and not lose the captain. That's interesting. Now moving in with these Vanguard veterans into the fire of this listening post. Not sure about this. Probably would recommend to cut your losses and go over here, because now there are cultists with grenade launchers and actually being here as support in the late tier 1 that is, yeah. So there you see an expert Chaos Marine player. They will get out some cultists with grenade launchers when you are not expecting it, and make a great use of it. And yeah, there would be a lot of dead Space Marines here. There's still the infiltrated snipers, which you would need to reinforce to make full use of them, Bionics being added. There were also the vehicle production building being added, so I expect to see some of these Landspeeder Furies? Landspeeder, whatever, these special Landspeeders for them. These Space Marines need to run out of here ASAP, or they will die a horrible death into the arms of chaos, or just a bolt around in the face, who knows. And yeah, whew, this was a non-stop aggression from here to there, and there we go. Landspeeder Storm, of course. Storm, not Fury. And yeah, here I'm not sure if they can win. The product captain should not go in. Okay, he's not in. I thought this was the product captain. Product captain is doing what he can do best and fighting listening posts undefended. Tier 2 is now done for Number, so he's getting some Havocs on his own. Machine Pit getting added, so I suppose some... he could go for the Flyers actually here. It would be a good idea for the Hell Talons. Yeah, Hell Talons. Now adding also the Stern Guard veteran, Odourless is, so he has still quite a lot of fight in him. The Havocs are out, but the Havocs are no match for melee squads, of course. There's not the Silas Space Marine squad, where they... we cannot see the infiltrated units, where they are, because we are not on his side. The snipers... Where are they actually? Am I blind? I'm now on Numbers side. Jesus Christ, mixing it up all together. I do not see the snipers, which I find interesting. There's not the second Landspeeder Storm getting added over here. These Havocs going into melee, chucking their heavy bolters to the face of these Vanguard veterans, and they just laugh it off. But all the time the heavy bolters are firing from these listening posts. Landspeeder Storm firing in, however, so this is a lot of infantry. Purge the Weak has been added. You see it on this little marker over here. More and more infantry upgrades. These Space Marines over here running in. The Sorcerer being added. There are some really nice effects on these Doom Balls. Yeah, and the Machine Pit will go up, and there's even the, what is it called, the Warp Smith, because he's a little more tanky than just some heretics. That's the Stern Guard veterans. I think the snipers died in the end. Not sure how that happened. Product captain on the other side getting the kill on the post over here. 2 Landspeeder Storms firing in the rockets. So this is an absolutely slugfest, and I have no idea who's getting ahead here. A lot of dead Chaos Space Marines. There's only one squad of Marines, one squad of Havocs, and the Sorcerer. But Sorcerer is very low already, and yeah, he could, if he could, yeah, there are now actually also some multi-melters added on 1 or 2, so you can now go for the points after all. So he cannot stay here and fight, but he can take down some of the points over here. He could try to take down this point actually. There's now, okay, one got killed, the next one is already being built, was in the queue already. The Stern Guard veterans trying to get this point, but they will not be able to. He needs to get a scout actually on this point and on the middle. There's only 50 seconds remaining. Is he getting a win by take and hold? Is Odourless not paying attention? He could jump over with the Vanguard veterans. I think you need about 10 to 15 seconds to capture this. So he needs to start now. Okay, 15 seconds remaining or this is game over. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Almost. 5 seconds now. 4 seconds. 0 seconds. I think it's 10 seconds, so maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, he is now lost the game through take and hold. And I think he will just bite his ass because he really had a fighting chance here with all this was going on. Take and hold victory after all. Wow, what a game. Non-stop aggression. I think we had some skirmishes left and right, and then we had this first a bad engagement from Odourless where he then run away, Number pursued, then we had the Vanguard veterans coming in, and then everybody was like, haha, now we have the upper hand, and now they got all the way over here where they then fight over here, and then in the whole base of the Chaos Space Marines, units getting added left, right, and died left, right, and center. You see all the bodies here on the ground of teal Marines, of black or dark blue. It is dark blue Chaos Marines. So holy moly, this was an epic game. In the end, it goes to a number, however, so it's gonna be a 3-0. Whereas I have to say the score doesn't tell the story here, which is true for many matches. But yeah, well played by Number. He advances to the semifinals, whereas Odourless drops down to the losers bracket. Wow, I hope you enjoyed this cast and matches. I enjoyed it, I have to say. So yeah, and, the next match will be me against Custom King, so stay tuned for this cool matches. And yeah, as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.